What's up, everyone? Chris from Pickdawgz.com here with your free Major League Baseball home run prop show for Wednesday, June 7th, 2023. Just a reminder, if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed to our channel and smash that thumbs up. It helps us out a ton. Now, we will get into the home run prop action momentarily. Try to get this out as early as possible for Wednesday's action. Problem is, I couldn't even get any leans on any of the afternoon action. There was a 12:30 game, I believe, between Oakland and Pittsburgh, and there was a 4 o'clock game as well. Between the Padres and the Mariners. So we're sticking straight to the evening action, 6 o'clock Eastern and on. We try to get as much up-to-date information as possible. Some prices I was waiting on, but unfortunately can't wait any longer for you guys. Want to be able to give you as much time to get these these plays in at the best possible price as possible. But, just a reminder for everybody, these plays that I'm about to give out are very high risk, high reward. They are not plays that are meant to have your whole bankroll dumped into. They're just plays for some fun on the side, some pizza money, some coffee money, just worth a sprinkle. I recommend playing whatever you play from this show straight. If you are going to parlay everything, and if it's within your means, I recommend doing a round robin on any parlay that has 3 legs or more. Just because, how many times have all of us had that one leg of the parlay that doesn't come through? And, well, at least if you have a round robin and you hit, say, 2 of 3, at least you still win something. So if it's within your means, I definitely recommend doing a round robin. Now, we'll do a recap of the plays that we did hit on Tuesday. Pretty decent day for us. It started out a little bit slow, but it came on strong in the later stages of the day. J.D. Martinez came through for us again against right-handed pitching at plus 310. And we also had Adolis Garcia come through for us here as well. Plus 380 on Garcia. Plus 360 on Garcia. It was a nice price there. Also caught Nolan Arenado at plus 390. He got going. Like I said, with Arenado, I think a run is coming on Arenado, so we'll probably try to jump on it as early as possible. And we also hit Shohei Ohtani at plus 300. So 4 nice plus money winners, getting us some profit to roll over into Tuesday's action. Now, I think we can definitely agree that there is some money to be made on the bone. Dinger Tuesday was nice to us, but now we're going to get into the action for Wednesday. We're going to start things off with this Marlins and Pirates matchup. Marlins and Royals, excuse me. And we're going to start things off with Jesus Sanchez for the Marlins here at plus 370. Now, he's hitting 235 with a pair of home runs against righties in the last week. Sanchez is also been seeing the ball well since returning from the injured list. He gets a favorable matchup here against Jordan Lyles, who is still tied for the league high with 17 home runs allowed this season. He's allowed a 12.4% barrel rate, while Sanchez putting up a 13.8% barrel rate at the plate this season. So give me Jesus Sanchez at plus 370. Also going to look at Jorge Soler at plus 300. Now, he hasn't been hitting righties as well as of late, just 154 batting average in the last week, but he still has a team-high 17.9% barrel rate this season. I just can't pass up on the opportunity to get Soler against Jordan Lyles. So give me Jorge Soler at plus 300. Also going to look at a couple of Tampa Bay Rays here against the Minnesota Twins. And I'm going to go with Yandy Diaz to hit a home run here at plus 575. He's hitting 333 with 4 extra base hits, including a home run in the last 2 weeks against right-handed pitching. Now, Pablo Lopez for the Twins, giving up an 8.4% barrel rate this year, has allowed 8 home runs in his last 7 starts. So give me Yandy Diaz for a home run here at plus 575. I'm also going to take a shot on Luke Raley at plus 475. In the last week, he's hitting 500 against right-handed pitching. 5 hits total in that span. 4 of those hits going for extra bases, including a home run. So I'll take Luke Raley at plus 475. And I'm going to look at a matchup play here in this Yankees and White Sox matchup. And I go with Anthony Rizzo to hit a home run at plus 480. Lance Lynn, starting for the White Sox today, he's been hit hard pretty much all season long. He's given up 15 home runs over the course of this season, allowing a 9.1% barrel rate. Now, in his career, Anthony Rizzo hitting 324 against Lance Lynn across 37 at-bats, 7 extra base hits, a pair of home runs. Now, right now, Rizzo not all that effective at the plate, but I think this could be a good launching point for Rizzo. So give me Anthony Rizzo at plus 480. Also going to look at a couple of Washington Nationals here in this matchup against the Arizona Diamondbacks. I'm going to look at Keibert Ruiz to hit a home run here at a nice plus price here, plus 550. Now, Ruiz, he's hitting 300 with a pair of home runs against righties in the last week. Zach Davies going for the Diamondbacks here. I think he's a fringe starter for Arizona. I think they could do a lot better at the back end. I think Ruiz, keeps the hot run going with a home run here. A 10.3% barrel rate this season to lead the Nationals in that aspect. So I'm going to go with Keibert Ruiz for a home run at plus 550. Also going to go with Luis Garcia at plus 650. He's got a 7% barrel rate this season, but in the last week against righties, he's hitting 385 with a pair of home runs. So give me Luis Garcia at plus 650. I like the matchup for the Diamondbacks against Washington's Patrick Corbin, but no one's really faced any lefties on Arizona in the last week. Corbin, he's allowed 4 homers in his last 3 starts. Has a below average barrel rate this season. Maybe a guy like Christian Walker. Walker hasn't homered in a while. He's got 1 home run, I think, in his last 16 games against a left-handed pitcher, but I think this could be a great spot for Christian Walker as well. It's just a lean, like I said, no real sustained sample size against lefties. He's hitting 286 in the last 30 days with a pair of home runs against lefties, so maybe a lean towards Christian Walker there. But we'll go to the matchup between the Blue Jays and the Astros. And, I'm going to go with Dalton Varsho to hit a home run here at plus 480. Varsho, he's been hitting well the last week. 3 home runs, a 320 batting average against righties. Now, Ronel Blanco getting the start for the Houston Astros here. Excuse me, only has 1 start this season. Allowed a home run in that start, gave up 3 walks as well, so his control was a little bit off. And he gave up a 9.4% barrel rate in that start. So give me Dalton Varsho to keep his hot run going against righties with a homer here at plus 480. I'm also going to look at Bo Bichette for a home run at plus 700. We always seem to get great value with Bo Bichette, but he's also one of the the more surprising power hitters for the Blue Jays this season. I shouldn't say surprising. He's normally just a contact guy, though he's not necessarily one that hits a ton of home runs. But I'll tell you, 310 with a pair of home runs in the last week against righties. I'm going to take Bo Bichette here at plus 700. I'm also going to stick with Yordan Alvarez at plus 310. Now, he hasn't had his best run lately. He's got a pair of home runs, though, in the last week against right-handed pitching. And in his career against the Jays starter, Chris Bassett, Alvarez, a career 400 hitter, 3 home runs. And Bassett, he's allowing an 8.8% barrel rate this season. Alvarez still leading the Astros with an 18.6% barrel rate on the year. So give me Yordan Alvarez at plus 310. I do like some leans. I also like guys like, maybe Yainer Diaz, Corey Julks, Jake Myers. They're all having, solid runs right now against righties. But the Alvarez angle really the only one I feel comfortable playing that stands out to me in that matchup for the Blue Jays and the Astros. But I think you could make a case for any of those guys, like I mentioned. Like I said, Myers, Julks, Yainer Diaz. Definitely some value there with those guys. But before I continue, sort of want to let everybody know, I love interacting with you guys. So drop your plays in the comment section below. Let me know, do you like the angles I took on some of these games? Do you not like them? Do you disagree? Like I said, let me know. Let's chat in the comment section. But if you're going to do that, if you're going to drop some player props in there, I implore everyone, please drop them in there before the games actually start. If they're not in there before the games start, they don't really help anybody. And we're trying to beat the books as a team. None of this thank me later stuff. It's not a competition. We are here to beat the books, 1 team, 1 goal, and that goal is to hit the books hard and make some money along the way. But let's get back into the home run prop action for Wednesday. We're going to go this matchup between the Reds and the Dodgers. And the Cincinnati Reds, I'll tell you, they're sending out Brandon Williamson to the mound here. And while I haven't had a ton of success with Dodgers against lefties, I'll tell you who has had success, and that's Freddie Freeman. I'm taking him here at plus 350. One of the bigger sample sizes for the Dodgers against lefties in the last 2 weeks. Freeman hitting .545 with 4 extra base hits, including a home run. Now, Brandon Williamson, like I mentioned, he started 4 games for the Reds this season. He's allowed a home run in 3 of those 4 starts. Has allowed a 13.5% barrel rate so far this year. So give me Freddie Freeman at plus 350. Also going to look at J.D. Martinez back to the well here with Martinez at plus 280. Hitting .333 with a home run in the last 2 weeks against lefties. I'm just riding the hot hand with Martinez. It's paid off for us in droves in the last few games. You can see he's hit a home run in 3 of his last 5. I'm going to go with J.D. Martinez at plus 280. I'm also going to look at a couple of Reds here. First time he's actually being featured with a graphic on the home run prop show, Ellie De La Cruz at plus 325. Now, I was watching the at-bats in his debut. His first hit was 112-mile-per-hour laser off the bat. Solid plate discipline. This guy can put bat to ball and definitely hit it out of the park. Noah Syndergaard has had a tendency to leave his fastballs up, and if he does, well, I think De La Cruz could make him pay here. Syndergaard, a 9.90 road ERA this season, also allowing an 8.3% barrel rate on the year. So give me Ellie De La Cruz at plus 325. Also going to look at Jake Fraley here at plus 450. He's the only current Red with a homer against Noah Syndergaard, and Fraley hitting 333 with a pair of home runs in the last week against righties as well. So give me Jake Fraley at plus 450. Going to go to this matchup between the Mets and the Braves. A pretty star-studded pitching matchup here between the Mets and the Braves. Max Scherzer and Charlie Morton. And for the Mets, I'm going to go with Pete Alonso, plus 375. He's only hitting 211 with a pair of home runs again the last week against righties, but he still leads the majors in homers with 22 after last night's dinger. Also has a team-high 16.9% barrel rate this year. Charlie Morton, he's allowing a 7.4% barrel rate on the year, so about average, but he has a 5.33 ERA and 5 home runs allowed in his last 5 starts against the Mets. So give me Pete Alonso for a home run at plus 375. I'm also going to look at Mark Canha for a long shot here at plus 800. You know, Canha, he's been hitting the ball well lately. He's been more sort of just a guy that hits home runs in spurts. He had those back-to-back days with home runs. Now he's cooled off a little bit, but he's still hitting .417 with a pair of home runs in the last week against righties. He also has a home run off of Charlie Morton, so I'm going to roll with Mark Canha at plus 800. I'm also going to roll with Jeff McNeil to hit a home run here at plus 700. It's been a while since we've seen a homer for McNeil, but he's a career .278 batting average with a pair of home runs off of Charlie Morton. Let's take a shot with Jeff McNeil at plus 700. I'm also going to look at a couple of Atlanta Braves in this match. I'm going to go with Marcell Ozuna at plus 300. Now, he's hitting 13. He has 13 career hits off of Max Scherzer. 9 of those hits have gone for extra bases, including a pair of home runs. Scherzer's barrel rate has been subpar this season at 9.4%. And even though he hasn't given up much in terms of recent starts, the matchup here for me, too good to pass on. So I'm going to go with Marcell Ozuna at plus 300. Also going to look at Ronald Acuna Jr. at plus 285. Acuna, a career pair of home runs against Max Scherzer. Also hitting 350 with a home run in the last week against right-handed pitching. So I will take Ronald Acuna Jr. here at plus 285. Now, I also like a pair of Braves. I like Eddie Rosario and Ozzie Albies for a lean as well. I think they could definitely be worth a look. Both of them have 3 home runs in the last week against righties. Rosario hitting .444 and Albies hitting .375. Only reason it's a lean for me there, though, is that they don't have great numbers against Max Scherzer. And Max Scherzer at times has looked like the vintage Max Scherzer, the one that's been absolutely, nothing short of dominant. So, it's definitely a lean for me with Rosario and Albies. Before I continue, though, I just want to remind everybody, obviously the idea of this home run prop show is to give you guys some free home run prop winners, but it's also to highlight the betting tools at Pickdawgz and Sports Chat Plays and what they do for you. It's where we get all the graphics for this home run prop show straight from the source, but they've got everything there for you. They've got player props. They show you those player props, they show you how often they hit, and they show you the book that's giving you the best possible price. If you don't have an account with that book that's giving you the best possible price, you click on that price and it brings you to a sportsbook bonus offer. You get that bonus offer on us to be able to play that best possible price. And not only that, it adds to your advantage that the books can't take away from you, which is your ability to shop lines and find the best possible number, the best possible price. There's also other tools on there. There's streaks tools if you like betting hot and cold trends. There's parlay builders if you're a parlay bettor. There's profitable teams and angles. Tons of tools for you to use as an asset when you're making your best bets for every day's action. And I could go on and on. I could probably do a 1 to 2 hour show every single day with the day's action, the day's games, just showing you how great these betting tools are and what they do for you. But I think it's honestly best if everybody just goes on over to pickdawgz.com, sportschatplays.com, and check out those betting tools for yourselves. But let's get into our last few home run prop games of the day for Wednesday. And now we're going to go to this matchup between the Cardinals and the Rangers. And I'm going to go back to the well with Nolan Arenado here. He's hitting .417 with a pair of home runs against right-handed pitching in the last week. Now, John Gray, he hasn't given up a whole lot. He's allowed a home run and 1 run or less in 5 straight starts. But Arenado, like I said, back in form. I said with him yesterday, I think another run with Arenado is coming. So let's try to hop on it as early as possible. Try to get as much juice out of the squeeze here. So we're going to go with Nolan Arenado at plus 390. Also going to go with Corey Seager at plus 380. He's launching a 17.5% barrel rate this season. In the last week against righties, he's hitting 545 with a home run. Now, Jack Flaherty hasn't allowed a home run in 4 starts, but he has allowed an 8.3% barrel rate this season. I think Seager could be the guy to take him deep here if someone is too. So I'm going to go with Corey Seager here at plus 380. Going to go to this matchup between the Giants and the Rockies. I'm going to go with Lamont Wade Jr. to hit a home run here at plus 380. Now, Wade Jr., he's hitting 467 with a home run in the last week against righties. Connor Seabold, for me, is a fringe starter for the Rockies. I think if there's a better option for the Rockies on the mound to squeeze into the rotation, Seabold is likely the odd man out. Wade, not a guy you normally see hit for power in past seasons, but this year everything's sort of just come together for him. Everything's really been clicking, and I think Wade Jr. could go deep here. So give me Wade Jr. at plus 380. Also going to look at a pair of Rockies. I'm going to roll with Ryan McMahon at plus 500. He has a career home run off of Logan Webb, who has allowed an 8.4% barrel rate this season, with McMahon hitting 360 in his career against Webb. McMahon also hitting 459 with 5 home runs in the last 2 weeks against right-handed pitching. So give me Ryan McMahon for a home run at plus 500. I'm also going to look at Charlie Blackmon here at plus 650. Now, Blackmon, he's hitting 310 with a pair of home runs in the last 2 weeks against righties. And in his career against Logan Webb, Blackmon hitting 417 with 4 extra base hits, including a home run. So give me Charlie Blackmon here at plus 650. And our last home run play of the day, a standalone play. We're going to go back to Old Faithful for the Angels. We're going to go with Shohei Ohtani to hit a home run at plus 320. He's hitting 450 with 3 home runs and 5 extra base hits in the last week against right-handed pitching. Jameson Taillon, for me, without question, the weak link in the Cubs rotation. He's allowing a 10% barrel rate this season. He's allowed 5 career home runs in 4 starts against the Angels, including a pair against Shohei Ohtani. So give me Shohei Ohtani here at plus 320 to close things out. We'll do a quick recap of the plays that we did give out on Wednesday's show. Like I said, there were a fair number of them, but hey, I love Wednesday's card. You don't have to play every single one of these, but these are just the plays that I'm probably going to have a couple of bucks on and to take a look at. But start things off with Jesus Sanchez of the Marlins at plus 370. Also went with Jorge Soler of the Marlins at plus 300. Yandy Diaz of the Rays at plus 575. Luke Raley of the Rays at plus 475. Went with Anthony Rizzo of the Yankees at plus 480. Went with Keibert Ruiz of the Nationals at plus 550. Also had Luis Garcia for a home run at plus 650 for the Nationals. For the the Toronto Blue Jays, we went with Dalton Varsho at plus 480. Also for the Blue Jays, Bo Bichette at plus 700. For the Astros, Yordan Alvarez at plus 310. And so there's also a bunch of other options you could probably go with. For the Astros, if you want to know who they are, go back and check out my analysis on that one. But I'm also going to go with Freddie Freeman at plus 350 for the Dodgers. For the Dodgers as well, J.D. Martinez at plus 280. Switch it up to the Reds. We're going to go with Ellie De La Cruz for plus 325. And Jake Fraley at plus 450. For the Mets, we're going to go with Pete Alonso for a home run at plus 375. And Mark Canha for a home run at plus 800. Also going to take a shot on Jeff McNeil for a home run at plus 700. For the Braves, we're going to go with Marcelo Zuna at plus 300. For the Braves as well, Ronald Acuna Jr. at plus 285. Also have leans towards Eddie Rosario and Ozzie Albies in that game. For the St. Louis Cardinals, we're going to go with Nolan Arenado for a home run at plus 390. Corey Seager for a home run at plus 380 for the Rangers. And for the Giants, we're going to go with Lamont Wade Jr. at plus 380. For the Colorado Rockies, Ryan McMahon at plus 500. Charlie Blackmon at plus 650. And to round things out for the Angels, Shohei Ohtani at plus 320. But thank you guys so much for watching. Appreciate each and every one of you. Appreciate each and every one of you. We're past 130,000 subscribers here on our YouTube channel. Wouldn't have been able to do without you guys' love and support. So thank you for everyone tuning in. Make sure you're subscribed to our channel and hit that thumbs up if you haven't already, if you like this content. And also, make sure you have notifications turned on. Sometimes, with midweek action, we do have some afternoon baseball. And if I like a matchup, I'll try to get it out as early as possible. And if you have notifications turned on, as soon as this content drops, you can be the first to be in the know. You check out the video, and then you get those plays. And also, if you're looking for my best bets, the games I am the most confident in, you can head on over to Pickdawgz.com and click the Premium Picks tab. We'll get you sorted there. And I implore everyone, please check out these betting tools at Pickdawgz and Sports Chat Place. You will be so happy you did. They are 100% free. You're not going to find betting tools like this anywhere on the internet, especially for 100% free like we're giving them to you over at Pickdawgz and Sports Chat Place. I promise you, they are definitely an asset that you want to make sure that you use when you're making your best bets for the day's action. Thanks for watching. See you guys soon. Let's crush the books on Wednesday.